We've had a good run, boys, but it's that time again. We're skipping an episode. Okay, maybe it's more of a half skip. That old college spirit has the mark of every bad Real Ghostbusters episode. Lazy writing, bad jokes, and a story that's more about setting up scenes designed to take up time than actually telling a story. This episode is exactly that, but it's worth commenting on because it was almost good. The story is about a bunch of frat ghosts who are terrorizing a local college. In the episode, that mostly amounts to missed opportunities to parody Animal House and other 80s college flicks. It has boring chase scenes and mediocre animation, but the second half of the episode almost does something clever. It almost leverages Peter Venkman's expertise. It doesn't come up much, but Peter's role on the team is as the parapsychologist. He specializes in how ghosts think. In the films and on the cartoon, this almost never comes up, but on a rare occasion in the comics, Peter will outsmart a ghost, using his knowledge of psychology to win the day rather than his prowess with a proton pack. In this episode, Peter figures out that all the frat boy ghosts really want is to graduate, and he uses that knowledge against them. Peter puts the ghosts through a series of remedial classes, an obstacle course, and other graduation traditions before finally lining them up for a class photo that's secretly a proton gun and a trap. It's doing exactly what Peter's supposed to do on the team, using a ghost's mind against it. The only problem is that the episode itself just isn't very good, and to be honest, neither is the application of Peter's specialty. But the parapsychologist gambit comes up so infrequently in Ghostbusters that I had to pause to mention it, even as I skipped this episode for being pretty terrible. If you want a really good example of how Peter's parapsychologist skills can be used in a great story, check out IDW's Ghostbusters run. Specifically, issues 5 through 7 feature a story arc where Peter's ability to analyze a ghost's motivation play a major role in resolving the case. In fact, the entire IDW run is amazing. It all focuses on the character traits of each of the Ghostbusters, Janine, Lewis, and all the other characters, and leverages them in a way that tells great stories. It doesn't just focus on shooting things with proton packs, it focuses on who our stars are and tells great stories with them. In fact, the story I just told you about with Peter doing his parapsychology bit is not only a great comic story, it's one of the best Ghostbusters stories I've ever read. And it's leagues better than this terrible episode. So, we're skipping this one, but go read the comics. That's it for now. Stay charged, or other generic Ghostbusters sign-off. Cheers.